Welcome to Budget Daily. Okay, let's dive right into this explainer. We're going to discover how completely shifting your mindset from new is always better to used is the smart choice can save you, well, an absolute fortune. Today, we're building the ultimate smart shopper's guide to the 10 things you should literally never buy brand new.
So here's the thought. Are we just throwing away cash just for the sheer privilege of unboxing something? Honestly, there's this weird cultural stigma out there that buying used means you're settling for garbage. But as we're going to see from the data, buying certain things new is basically the equivalent of lighting your hard-earned money on fire.
And here is the painful truth. A brand new car loses 20% of its value the exact second you drive it off the dealership lot. I mean, think about that. You haven't even driven the thing all the way to your driveway yet, and a massive chunk of your investment has simply evaporated into thin air. Poof! Gone.
To help navigate all this, here's our Budget Daily blueprint for today. We'll be covering the heavy hitters like cars and tech, then home, gym, and hobbies, followed by kids, clothes, and diamonds. Then we'll cover when you actually must buy new, and wrap up with our final smart shopper takeaway.
Okay, let's jump right into section 1. Heavy hitters, cars and tech.
So over just a few years, the average loss on a new car sits at over $15,700. And for specific models, it's even worse. Take the Chevrolet Spark. It drops a staggering 70% in just 3 years. By buying a 2 to 3-year-old vehicle with low miles, you're letting someone else eat that massive depreciation while you get the exact same driving experience. It's a total no-brainer.
Now, the one-year value drop for popular tech it's shocking. Mobile phones lose nearly 43% of their value in just 12 months. Headphones, down nearly 45%. Smartwatches drop by almost 42%. Waiting just one single year to buy your gadgets will save you practically half the cost for technology that, let's be honest, is still incredibly modern.
And you know what else is a massive money pit? Video games. Brand new games retail for $60 to $70. But if you can muster the patience to wait just 3 to 6 months, those same games plummet to between $15 and $30. Like FIFA 16 dropped from £56 all the way down to around £10 the actual moment the next version launched. Patience pays off big time here.
Moving right along to section 2, home, gym, and hobbies.
This is where you really see a stark contrast in material quality. Instead of shelling out anywhere from $500 to $3,000 on flimsy, modern particle board that probably won't survive a single move, you can snag sturdy, solid wood vintage furniture for $50 to $500. You're paying pennies on the dollar for pieces that will literally last for decades.
Now, if you want a home gym, you absolutely have to know about the February fitness dump. Basically, because everyone's New Year's resolutions inevitably crash and burn by February, the secondhand market just gets flooded. You can grab premium commercial-grade treadmills in that perfect 3 to 5-year-old sweet spot for a fraction of the retail price. You just let the original buyer take that initial 20 to 30% depreciation hit.
You know those massive legacy companies like Texaco, Bethlehem Steel, or Polaroid? They were absolute giants, and then they completely disappeared. Well, we're seeing that exact same kind of creative destruction happen right now in the textbook industry.
Thanks to new technologies and thriving used marketplaces, the traditional publisher's racket is being heavily disrupted. Because of this shift, the amount students actually spend on textbooks has plummeted from roughly $1,200 a year down to between $600 and $800.
Seriously, publishers are infamous for releasing new editions with barely any changes at all, just to kill the used market and charge $100 to $300 for a new book. Don't play their game. Renting or buying used for $20 to $100 is absolutely your smartest defense against these wildly inflated educational costs.
All right, let's get into section 3, kids, clothes, and diamonds.
So kids outgrow their clothes in what feels like, 30 seconds? Buying used means you get practically untouched outfits without paying the full $10 to $40 retail price for something your kid will wear exactly twice. Grabbing them for $2 to $10 used is an absolute no-brainer for parents.
Now, prepare yourself for this one. High street jewelers operate on profit margins of 300% or more. In one test, a diamond ring bought for £1,200 was valued at just £85 in scrap metal shortly after. That ring is heavily devalued the literal moment you buy it. It completely shatters the illusion that diamonds are the rock-solid financial investment marketing campaigns claim they are.
Which brings us to the open box hack for appliances. If you don't mind a tiny cosmetic scratch, or maybe taking home a display model that's simply set pretty on a showroom floor, you can get a completely unused machine for a fraction of the cost. It's a fantastic way to upgrade your kitchen or laundry room without swallowing that premium retail tag.
Next up, Section 4, when to actually buy new.
Because look, while the savings are super tempting, you really must know where to draw the line to protect yourself and your family. Used isn't always best, especially when health and safety are on the line. So here are the hard and fast exceptions to our rule. Never ever buy used car seats or helmets simply because you can't verify their crash history. Mattresses? Major hygiene risks? Skip those. Dropside cribs have actually been illegal to sell since 2011 due to extreme safety hazards. And of course, shoes and underwear. Basically, anything involving strict hygiene, expiration dates, or crucial safety performance must absolutely be purchased brand new.
Finally, we've arrived at Section 5, the Smart Shopper Takeaway. By totally ignoring that outdated cultural stigma that used means garbage, you are effectively stopping thousands of dollars from just evaporating through depreciation. You can easily save $200 on books, $500 on kids' clothes, over $1,000 on solid furniture, and anywhere from $5,000 to $10,000 on cars.
Add that up, and we're talking $6,700 plus. And honestly, that is a highly conservative estimate of the cold hard cash you get to keep in your pocket every single year, just by making these simple, data-backed shopping swaps.
With all that extra money suddenly freed up for vacations, investing, or rapidly paying off debt, the only question left to ask as we wrap up this explainer is, what exactly are you going to do with the thousands of dollars you just saved? Let the data guide your budget, and hey, happy smart shopping.